Here I have a three system: storm, sanitary, and water. Just a second. Storm, sanitary, and water with different colors. Here we can see that in the panel we can have as many as necessary systems, and here I define every profile for each system, and of course we have a possibility to put in one profile as many as necessary infrastructures. Okay, so that's it. Multi-pipe trench is defined through cross sections and alignments. So first of all, I have to draw one alignment. I will draw one very simple alignment. Consists of maybe just two straight parts. Let's say this one, and here, let's say this one. Okay, I define it. Okay, and now I should draw cross lines. Cross lines I can define in many different ways. I have to select that alignment which I defined before, and what is the extent of those cross lines. I can define which DTM I have. I have here a terraform, draw labels on every 20 meters, and the way how I define it. Okay, the name. So because calculation of a trench is organized by cross sections, sometimes it's necessary to maybe add some more cross lines, so to have better precisement, better accuracy, let's say like here, maybe. So that's it. Okay, and set draw, and I have all those cross lines here defined. Okay, then I should draw the profiles. Sorry for just to emphasize one more thing which I forget. Here I have some lines, polylines, which define somehow this should be the road, and this is some boundary in which I have to perform the whole project. So there are just linear, just polylines on lines or whatever. Okay, and now I will define trenches for the all, not all, sorry, I will yes. No, all cross lines between two nodes. I will select not to use all of them, just I will select according to here. Okay, and set draw. And in a few seconds, I will have all cross section drawn. So what I can see in the cross sections, I have a position of all infrastructure. I have terrain line, I have all infrastructure, appropriate labels there, and I have those lines represented in every cross section as points. Okay, so in every profile I have this kind of thing. Okay, so what I will do now. So I have a so-called parametric trench, and I will look at the default parameters. So in the picture, there are some elements are change the color so that you know what is all about, what is the slope of the trench side is, how we can define trench base, and what is some offset values and so on. Let's say that I'm satisfied. Okay, and now I can define automatically this trench. For, let's say, from this one to maybe this one, and you can see that program automatically define some according to initial assumptions, some trenches. If pipes are too far away, program will create two trenches, two separate trenches, and you can see if vertical distance is let's say significant, then it will try to close it in one parametric trench with those let's say stairs. But I can affect to that, so let's see that I can, let's say, increase some parameters, let's say like this, and let's say this one also. So after this, you can see that I define in all cross section just one single big trench. Let's say that I am satisfied, and I will apply it. Okay, so here you can see I have all trenches defined. Okay, so that's the idea. Rino showed you idea of trench of catalogs and also upper layers. So I will have here all the upper layers. So what I will do, first of all, I have asphalt, let's say from that point to that point. Okay, draw upper layer. And let's say that on the left and the right side, I will have a humus. Okay, draw. Basic idea is that you work on one cross section and that it applies to the all necessary profiles. So, and then this one from here and next one is to here. Okay, and draw upper layer. If we are going to if we are going now to look at all of them, you can see that in all profiles I have a parametric definition of upper layers. Okay, what now? I would like now to define some layers in my trench. So I will use it by help of so-called auxiliary lines. I would like to create some closed polygons, which will then serve me as a kind of boundary to select real layers. So first of all, I will have a horizontal line from characteristic point of that pipe, and I will move it a bit up for 5 centimeters. That pipe is well suited to this, let's say, sand bed. I will increase that part and said apply. Okay, so what now? I have here in every profile, I have this horizontal line which will help me to do it. And I will repeat with auxiliary lines once again. And I will create something what we have, what we did after one of presentations, what we did for, I think, P or some other Scandinavian company. So because we saw that you have this kind of thing, from that I will go up 0.1 means 10 centimeters, and from the another pipe, again I'm not sure is 10 centimeters or how much, but let's say that it is like 10 centimeters. And when you said apply, close, I have that kind of upper layer. It parametrically do that line. Okay, so it perform that definition in all cross sections. Okay, right now I should define real layers. Now I have all closed polylines, and I mentioned earlier that we have to create closed boundaries to use boundary command, but in fact we do not use AutoCAD boundary command, because in the first version we performed that and found out that quite often boundary command refused to work, so we did our own boundary command. So I will go with the sand bed set automatically, and I will just pick one point inside of that, and it will show in every profile. In every profile you will show let's say like this, you can see. So in every profile it did like this. Then I will use, let's say, sand fill automatic a bit above that pipe, so to be sure that I'm inside of that, and in every profile he did the same, and then I can use, we have a number of possible layers, let's say the last one, and I will define it as bit upper here. And now I practically, in every profile, I define everything, you see. Okay, I can start so-called, we call it trench navigator, and go up, and you can see that it calculates every single area, length, and so on. We can go further to some different. Those numbers are automatically changed regarding on which profile am I. So, okay, let's finish that. And at the end, when we finish everything, we can go to takeoff calculation. It's again a configuration, double click, and I have to define, let's say, let's say for the alignment, which one? This one, which I define here, and you can set save, and in a few seconds we will calculate everything and set open document. As you can see here, just let me define that format, auto row height, and you can see the whole report is managed. We put legend on purpose to other sheet so that you can position anywhere in the report. Report is somehow, the idea is that it creates kind of A4 format. So, or you can put all those names, like I think that Reno had in his presentation names instead of those numbers. I like more those numbers because it's more compact report. And you can see from profile this to profile that, from station that to station that, we have some values, as you can see, for every value. And here we have a total excavation, total 5 is total volume of sand bed, 6 is volume of sand filling zone, 7 is this custom layer, this upper layer. I don't have custom layer 2, okay. And this is total pipe volume in the whole system, okay. I will not save it, and that's it.